Hey Molt fans, welcome to another episode with me, Gamer Mom Molfa. So today, I wanted to cover a couple things about one of my new favorite survival games called Subnautica. I discovered it fairly recently, like a month or two ago, and played the whole thing. I beat it, and I had tons of fun with it, which is why I'm going to start a Let's Play series involving it, hopefully sometime this next week. So I'm really hyped for it. I hope you guys will be too. But I wanted to cover briefly on how to install mods for Subnautica, because there's a lot of little quality of life issues that I had with the game that kind of bugged me that I was able to very easily fix with mods. And I'm fairly computer savvy, so I wanted to explain for those of you who aren't. So, first things first, I have made this little document with all the different mod links for the mods that I'm going to be using in my upcoming playthrough. I've also written brief instructions on how to install if you don't want to, if you're confused by something in the video. I'm also explaining it here. And there's also reminders. So, first things first, you must install QMods for any mod to work in Subnautica. So, I'll just click and show you guys. You can click on the link, click on that, and it'll automatically bring you to the page of it on Nexus Mods. If you don't have an account with Nexus Mods, you're going to have to make one to download their files. So you can come to the page, come down here, go to Files, and it'll bring up this little tab, and once again you need to log in. But you can then go to Manual Download, and it'll bring you over here, and it'll start downloading. If you haven't If you're signed in, you might have to click a button to click the free version, but most of these files are really small, like only a few megabytes. As you can see here, this one's only 2.6, so they're really quite small. So this will download an install executable for QMods and run that. It's safe, I've used it, it's fine. You can run that, install that to wherever I think you have to install it to wherever your Steam library is. And then you need to pretty much find where that QMods file is. So it'll make this folder automatically once you install that. This is the default path that's going to be there for most of you if you haven't changed where your Steam library is. Mine is a little bit different because I have a hard drive dedicated to games, so mine's just here. But go to Steam library. So most of you, actually, I'll do it for you guys. You can go to this PC, local disk, program files, and then you should have Steam library in here, just like it says right there. Mine does not, because I have put it somewhere different. So you can go there, and then you will find this folder. Then you go to, you click Steam library, then Steam apps, common, Subnautica, and then you have your QMods folder. So these are all the mods that I have in this document here for you, and I'm going to explain briefly what they all do, so you can decide if you do or don't want to install them. But what you do to install a mod is like similar to the QMods one. You just wrong button. You just click here. It'll take you to the link. Once again, you need to be logged in. You need to have an account here. And then you just go to Files, and then you can either do the mod manager download or do the manual download. I did the manual one because I don't like messing with mod manager always, because I always feel like I have to upload mod manager in order to start the game to get with my mods. So I like to do the manual download. But you can just run it with mod manager. It'll automatically, you can enable and disable the mods from here. It's actually a very useful program. I've used it for Skyrim and Fallout 4 and other things like that. But you can do the manual download, and once again, it'll take you to the same page. It'll give you a zipped file that you'll need to extract, and then it'll give you these folders. So with this map one, it'll give you, is there a map folder? Of course there's not a map folder. But anyway, with all the other ones, it'll give you the, there it is, Subnautica map. I wasn't seeing map. So yeah, here's the map folder. You just copy and paste the folder into this QMods file, and it should all be green. And you don't have to have a fresh save for these mods to work. I started them halfway through my save because I ran into these issues that I wanted to fix. So really fast, I'm going to go through the mods, what they do, and why I added them. So the map does the obvious thing. In Subnautica, there is no default map. There is only a compass, and you can set customized beacons around the map, and it'll tell you how far away from said beacons you are. I am directionally challenged. I've admitted this in earlier videos, and I like to have a map. So I have this, have this mod to help me get around and I guess visualize the world better and understand how everything is together. More quick slots is, and once again, like I mentioned before, a lot of these are just quality of life little fixes. There's nothing really game changing. So more quick slots. The little hotbar at the bottom, normally you only have 5 quick slots, so you can only use numbers 1 to 5 to put items to have quick access to them. This just gives you 12, so very simple, but it's very, very nice. EasyCraft is very similar, like I wrote here, to the S Plus polling system in Arc. It takes resources from nearby storage when you're crafting so that you're not constantly having to find where all of your resources are in order to craft things. The docked vehicle storage access creates, in this you have to choose if you're using auto sort or not, which is another mod that will automatically sort items you put into it. You can look into that if you want. I don't mind just sorting my resources, and with EasyCraft I didn't really find it necessary. But anyway, you can get docked vehicle storage access. And if you don't have EasyCraft or AutoCraft, I can't remember which it's called. Sorry, not EasyCraft, AutoCraft. You download the file without AutoCraft. And so anyway, it creates a locker that will automatically pull the items in your vehicle storage into that locker, so it's easier to access. Customized storage allows you to change the inventory size. So how you do this, so if we go into customized storage, you have this JSON, and it'll give you this error, which I don't really know why it does that, but you can still open it. So you can go to your bar, open Notepad, and then go to File, Open, and then, so you need to find your QMods folder. Then you can go to Customize Storage, and it won't show anything, but you need to come down here, and it'll say Text Documents, and if you do All Files, it will show it. So you click on the config, and then you open, and this is where you can customize the height and width of all the different storage things in the game, from your inventory to the Cyclops storage, the bioreactors, the wall lockers, the standing lockers, all of them. I've pretty much changed all of them just a little bit. I've added 1 or 2 to the height or width. And so this is what I have all of mine at. So there's all those. You can pause and look at it if you want to. So that is how you customize that, and there's little options you can customize in all of the little mods if you want to. So better scanner blips is pretty much that. It makes it so that you can turn the scanner room blips on and off, because sometimes they get to be a lot of them and it can be kind of annoying. And they also scale the distance, so if they're farther away they'll be smaller, which is very helpful. The prawn upgrade access allows you to access the upgrade PDA for the prawn while inside of it, so you can switch out the prawn arms if you want to by pressing 1 or 2, or if you press R, it'll access the inventory of the prawn, and once again, you don't have to leave the prawn, so another little quality of life. White Lights does exactly that. It makes the Sea Glide, Sea Moth, and Cyclops lights white instead of light blue, which I found the light blue made it really hard to see in game, so I really enjoy the White Lights mod. Just makes it easier to see. Although I don't think that it ever really worked with the Sea Moth. I'll have to see in our upcoming playthrough. Sea Moth storage access is similar to the prawn upgrade access, where you can press the number that your storage module is in the upgrade slot. So if it's in I can't remember exactly which numbers. I think so say there's 4 different slots. If it's on the top left one, yeah, it's in a square. Can I draw something? No. Okay. But we can, so say there's a top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. If it's in the top left and say that's 1, you would press 1 to access the storage module. If it's in 2, you press 2, 3, it's in 3, so on and so forth. So that's that one. The fish overflow distributor, so as it explains, and I explain what each of the mods are obviously with this document, but fish bred in an alien containment unit, and if you played the game and don't know what that is, then keep playing and you'll find out. But it allows the extra fish, once it's reached full capacity, to just automatically go to the bioreactor, so it's pretty much an automatic power for your base, so that's super nice. The Sea Glide map controls is probably one of my favorite, because you're always using the Sea Glide, but it's just, you can turn that annoying map off, which always gets in the way of you seeing. At least for me it does. So you can toggle it with F, and you can even toggle the flashlight on or off with right click. Running with tools, so if you ever are on dry land, you can actually have your flashlight out while you sprint, because normally in the default game, you automatically put your flashlight away when you decide to start sprinting, which doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, why would you just put your flashlight away if you're gonna suddenly sprint across an unfamiliar landscape? Anyway, so Quick Miner, I actually could not find this mod again on the Nexus page. So I've gone and provided you guys with the, here, let's open this, or open file location. So I've actually provided you, I just copy and pasted the mod file on my computer and put it on a Google Drive, and this link will take you right to it. So you need to create a folder that says Quick Miner, and then download these two files into it. And all that does is it ups the speed that your prawn will drill large resource deposits. So I think it's 3 or 4 times faster, but it can take a while, which once again, another little quality of life thing. So that's all of the mods that I play Subnautica with. Once again, here's the normal standard default file path for the QMods folder once you've installed it. Once again, you must install QMods for any of these mods to work. Just making the folder won't do it. You have to install QMods, so that's very important. But I think that's going to be it for today. These are the mods I use, and I'm really hyped for the coming Subnautica playthrough, and I hope you guys are as well. If you found this video helpful or enjoyed it in any way, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps me out and means a lot to me, the support that I've been getting from some of my recent, I guess, fans. So thank you so much, Molt fans, for watching, and I will see you in the next video.